Greetings, Cyberdogs and citizens of the interbubs, and welcome to another riveting episode of Fishing with Rendog in Minecraft. In today's exciting episode, we're gonna do some fishing to catch some fish and stuff and things. So sit back and relax and enjoy the fishing. I'm just pulling your paws, Cyberdogs. What is happening, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Minecraft Survival with your dog, RENDOG'S. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good, thank you. There is a thunderstorm happening in England right now, so you guys may hear a little bit of thunder in the background. Don't worry, it's not a bomb going off or anything. The rain is coming down and I'm in the mood to play some Minecraft. I have spent the last hour of my life trying to do some fishing. I have churned through 2 fishing rods and the last of my string to do so, and I've caught a bunch of fish. I've been doing this, though, for another reason. I don't need fish. I got steak coming out the wazoo. I'm trying to catch a freaking name tag. In the previous episode, there was much derpage. There was face palms heard across the Cyberdog nation in every country on this glorious planet. And that's because we tried to isolate an infected villager and we tried to stop her despawning by shoving her in a minecart. But alas, it did not work, and I incurred many face palms and derps from you fine people out there. I read the comments on the episode and a ton of you guys were saying, "Rendog, you idiot! You can catch a name tag doing some fishing." So I woke up this morning with a spring in my Cyberdog step, decided that I would do some fishing until I caught a name tag, and I've caught a lot of stuff, guys. I've made a little fishing encampment here with a bed and a chest. That chest is filled with everything that I've caught so far. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I have caught. I guess, dang it, I missed that fish. I guess the question is, did I catch a name tag? And the answer is, my friends, I did not catch a name tag. I've gone through 2 fishing rods now, caught myself a ton of fish, 2 clownfish, which is great, I think. A bunch of fish and some puffer fish, whoop-de-doo. And I've also managed to pull out of this pond some tripwires, useful, some bowls, some moist-ass bones, like 3 water bottles, some stickage, some freaking cow skin for some reason, I don't know what that's doing in there, and a juicy sack of ink. But unfortunately, I have not managed to catch a name tag or anything special, which is very, very unfortunate. However, my friends, I think that you guys are onto something with regards to this fishing malarkey. And we spoke about fishing a few episodes ago. In today's episode, I want to talk a little bit more about it. I have come to a conclusion. I have come to a decision about whether or not we're going to be making an OP AFK fishing farm. This is a question that I asked you guys a few episodes ago. And I've made a decision. I think you guys are going to agree with me, and it's going to be good, man. It's going to be good. I was hoping that I would catch a name tag this morning, but I was unable to. I now do not have enough string to continue on my fishing mission, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. We will make a plan. We will go hunting for some spiders or something at some point. But today, my friends, we are not going to be doing any more fishing. Today, we are going to be working on our enchanting facility. This is something I've been talking about for quite a few episodes now, and I want to get going. I want to get stuck into this. We are so close to being able to enchant stuff that I can taste it, man. I am ready to take the step to enchanting, to push ourselves to the next level of Minecraft. Hello there, creeper. What are you doing on the top of this mountaintop, man? Get out of here. Oh, you little bastard. Freaking wrecking up my zone over here. Actually, that wasn't too much damage, so that's all right. But yeah, this enchanting facility is going to be very important when it comes to actually fishing. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my plans for the AFK fishing farm question. First and foremost, let's talk a little bit about what this enchanting facility is going to be. I've been going back and forth in my brain trying to figure out exactly what I want to do with this enchanting facility. And guys, I think I've come up with an idea that is going to blow you fine Cyberdogs out the water. You guys are going to absolutely freaking love it, man. And I'm really, really pumped to get going and get it done. Now, I have been mentioning the idea of setting up some sort of a tower or something like that here, right? An enchanted wizard's tower or something like that. But what I figured is that we have already made some towers in this series. In fact, we made a wizard's tower in the molehole for our first enchanting table. And for this one, I want to do something a little bit different. Instead of just doing the same thing again, let's try and figure out something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more original. Let me just make sure there is a bunch of light around here because I want to talk a little bit now at night and I do not want to be disturbed by the undead / those green little buttholes. Now, this tree, this glowing tree is a sight to behold and a beautiful thing that we have discovered here for Season 5. And I want this tree to become a focal point for Season 5. I want this tree to be heavily imbued in the lore of our little jungle mountaintop fortress community we're building. And here's the thinking that I was doing, all right? Here's the idea that I came up with. That tree is a mystical, magical tree. It's the only one that exists that we know of. And this village or this community, this kingdom that lives here worships this tree. This is the god tree. And the wizard that lives on top of this mountain one day discovered a sapling that came from this tree. It is the only sapling that has ever been discovered, the only god tree sapling that has ever been discovered. And what the wizard did was he planted it at the very top of this mountaintop and created a little like ruin or ritual area to commemorate this sapling. And this sapling is slowly but surely growing. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Why don't, at the very top of this mountain, we create a really cool looking ruin that has been put around this sapling, right? This god tree sapling. So we're going to create like a very small version of the god tree, a beautiful custom a god tree sapling over here, right? And it is this sapling that, or this sapling ruin that is going to be the foundation for our enchanting facility. Now, this doesn't leave a lot of space for an enchanting facility. I hear you guys, I hear you. And here's what I'm thinking, right? We are building this monument or ruin or ritual area on top of a little mountain. And this mountain is kind of round. And there's quite a lot of space in it, actually. It's not too bad as far as space goes, because it's kind of small at the top here, but it does have a fat butt. And here's what I would like to do. I've been doing a bit of excavating in our jungle mountain, and I really enjoyed that, emptying out this mountain and figuring out, you know, something to build in there. The Molehole 2.0 is going to be in there. Why don't we do exactly the same thing here? Why don't we dig down into this mountain, right? Dig out a really awesome cave down here and create an enchanted wizard's cave. And it'll be in this cave that we have our enchanting table where we can do all of our enchanting. And to get into that cave, maybe there is like a water entrance or something inside of the ruin that we are creating around the god tree sapling. Something like that, right? I reckon that is really, really freaking sweet. I like the idea, and I'm really enjoying the idea of emptying out mountains and building stuff inside of them. And we could probably do something really, really interesting here, I reckon, with this little enchanted wizard's cave. That's my plan, that is my idea, and I reckon it's going to work out really, really good. Now, let me start creating some stuff and things so that we can start working on this ruin. And while I'm doing this, I want to talk a little bit about fishing. So, we have been debating, you and I, whether or not it is a good idea to have an OP AFK fishing farm. And essentially how this works, for those of you guys who don't know, an AFK fishing farm is a place where you can literally put something on your mouse, like a weight on your left mouse button, and you can just keep on fishing, right? So, or on your right mouse button, rather. You just keep on throwing your fishing line over and over again into this farm, and you can literally go AFK for hours and you catch stuff out of the AFK fishing farm. So it's kind of like an OP way to farm stuff from fishing. Now, a lot of you guys, man, it was kind of a divided decision between Cyberdog Nation whether or not to do an OP fishing farm. No, creeper! Oh, you freaking bastard! Was there a lot of damage done? Oh my goodness, no, just a creeper hole. That's good. None of the furnace or the chest took a hit, although my bed got absolutely mutilated there. Okay, fine. I think it's probably a good idea to do some sleeping, right? Yeah. Let's go sleep in our little fishing outpost over here. Sleep this night away so that doesn't happen again. Oh my goodness, my heart. My heart, my friends. Oh, Minecraft, you can't do that to me, man. Don't you know? The RENDOG'S got a weak heart. Oh my goodness. So yes, so the nation was divided between building an AFK fishing farm and not building an AFK fishing farm. Some of you guys felt that an AFK fishing farm is a part of the game. You know, it is possible to do in the game, so therefore it is legit. And to prove to the Mole citizens of Mole City that we are actually really good Minecrafters now, the best way to do that is to do really advanced stuff. And, you know, that could be considered an advanced build, this AFK fishing farm. And while I agree with that, I feel like even though that is true, the only way to make that farm work is to put something... Oh, hello there, spider. I actually need your spider juice. I need some string so I can make another fishing rod. So you know what, spider? Get freaking wrecked, man. Hello. Hi. My name's Rendog. This is my sword. Take it. Give me a string. No string? Oh, man. That is unfortunate. What? Was that string? No. Did I get string? No. Dang it. Okay. Yes, but anyway, so to make this AFK fishing farm work, you have to actually put a weight on your right mouse button. And for me, that's where it crosses the line. For me, that's where it goes from being a fair OP mechanic in Minecraft to being something that is exploitative. Take the mob farm, for example, that we built, right? Mob Castle, which is an AFK mob farm. That is an AFK mob farm, yes, I agree. However, you don't really have to do anything to your mouse or keyboard to make it work. All you got to do is stand there, right? And I think that that is where the AFK fishing farm crosses the line. The fact that you have to balance something on your mouse to make the farm work when you're AFK, I think that just pushes it over the edge of OP for me. So, I have made the decision that we are not going to make an OP fishing farm. However, what we are going to do is make use of the fact that we can create a really OP enchanted fishing rod. And that is the first thing that we are going to create in our brand new enchanting facility, our enchanted wizard's cave underneath the sapling ruin ritual area. And we're going to create a fishing rod that has some really awesome enchants on it. This fishing rod is going to have like Lure 3, Luck of the Sea 3, I think is the other enchantment. It's going to have Unbreaking on it. Well, we're going to try and get all of these things, of course. And what we're going to do is we're going to do it legit. We are just going to AFK, not AFK fish because I'm going to be fishing, but I'm going to sit there at that lake and I'm going to throw that line in the water for an hour and see if we can catch some awesome enchant books, see if we can catch for ourselves, you know, the things that we actually want to get. Like name tags, for example. And even though it's going to be tedious and I'm going to have to spend many hours just throwing a line into the water, I will feel better as a Minecrafter doing it that way because to me it's going to feel more legit. To me it's going to feel like I'm using the mechanics that Minecraft has given me, fishing, that is, and they've also given me the chance to enchant my fishing rod and make it really, really powerful. So I'm going to make use of that, and we're going to catch those things legit, my friends. And I reckon, and I think that most of you guys will agree with me, that that is the correct way to go. And I'm super excited about it, guys. I'm super pumped about it, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this fishing rod enchanted, and I'm ready to do some actual fishing. I've never done like proper fishing in Minecraft before. I know that sounds crazy considering how long I've played this game, but I mean, fishing is boring as hell, man. In Minecraft, it's not exactly the most exciting activity on the earth, is it? It's kind of tedious, kind of boring, so I've never really got into it. But if we can make ourselves a really sweet fishing rod, I reckon we can catch some really cool stuff and we can get into fishing and hopefully get for ourselves a couple of really good books early on, and most importantly, a couple of name tags so that we can start sorting out those infected villagers. So that's my plan. Let me know what you think in the comments section below, my friends. And I hope that you agree with me, man. I hope that the Cyberdog Nation is going to be behind me on this one. I know you guys will be, though. I know you will be, because I think that that is what the majority of you guys wanted. So, progress is being made here at the ruins of our god tree sapling, and here's how I want it to happen, right? I want the sapling to be in the middle of this it's difficult. What is this place anyway? Is it a ruin? I don't think it's going to be a ruin. It's more like a monument. Yes, let's call it that. It's the God Tree Monument, okay? And what I want to do is create these really cool pillars all the way around this sapling, this God Tree sapling. And this is going to be a custom tree that we'll make in the center here. We'll make it really, really beautiful. And eventually when we can get some glowstone, we will stick a piece of glowstone in the center of it and turn it into a glowing tree. An etho tree, I suppose, is what it will be. But it's going to look absolutely fantastic, man. And it's going to be beautiful. And underneath it, we're going to be making this a sweet-ass enchanted wizard's cave. It's going to be a glorious thing, man. So I kind of want to try and figure out some cool designs for this. This is looking pretty good already. Check it out, man. Just using some slabbage and a little bit of stair action, we can actually create a pretty good looking, like, little monument thing over here. Let's do something like that. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. I'm thinking like maybe what we should do is create a little bit of water here too, right? The sapling obviously needs some magic enchanted water to actually grow and actually function properly. So maybe we could stick a couple of water sources in here, like a couple of little water pools or something. That could be pretty sweet, right? And that's how the sapling could actually grow. Let's just fill this out completely. Let's finish these channels and see what it looks like. I kind of want it to feel circular also. I don't want it to be a square monument. I want it to feel nice and circular. So if we just get all of the stairs in these channels like this, that's looking pretty sweet. Let's get out our slabbage and let's try and make an interesting looking circular thing. And maybe we've come out a little bit too far with the channels, because if we want to make, let's have a look here. If we wanted to make it like this, right? So it'll be like a really cool little, like, triangular design, I guess. I mean, I want this to look as mystical as possible. That is my plan here. That is my thinking. I want it to feel magical. I want it to feel sweet. And this is where the wizard of our community is going to be living, is inside of this cave. He is going to be freaking manky and damp. He's not going to be your regular wizard, man. He's going to be a damp-ass wizard, which is kind of weird. He's going to have mold growing in his beard and stuff, you know. Kind of gross, actually, now that I think about it. Not exactly the kind of wizard I'd want to be, but, you know, there's different types of wizards for different types of worlds, man. And our wizard spends his life in a cave underneath a god tree sapling. So that's just how he rolls. But check it out. This is where we could stick the water sources, right? That's pretty cool. I like the look of that. So we can make little holes here for the water sources. I don't think I have enough water at the moment, but that's okay. We can go get some. So that's where the water's going to be. This is looking pretty good so far. We need to get some block variation in here, though, I reckon. And maybe, maybe we need another little bit of water over here. You know what, guys? Give me a moment. I'm going to do some experimenting with this. I'll bring you back in a second when this place is looking a little bit more sweet. Hold the phone, Cyberdiggity dogs. I found for myself a kitty cat. Kitty cat, I got a delicious, scrunchy, juicy, fresh out the pond pufferfish for you. You want some of this? Yeah, I know you want some of this pufferfish. Get some of those spikes all up in your lips. There you go. Oh, you didn't like that one, did you? How about that one? No. This one? No. Yay, we got ourselves a cat. Yay, that's awesome. And look at it, it's a beauty. Oh, that is a beautiful kitty cat. What's happening? Those beautiful, gorgeous blue eyes. Oh, fantastic. Please, kitty cat, come and protect us, man. You need to keep those creepers away. Oh, this is epic. Our very first character in Season 5. Hello, kitty cat. I have no idea what we're going to name this cat, my friends. Ideas in the comment section below, please. We shall name this kitty cat in the next episode. Oh, man, that's epic. I can't believe she actually ate pufferfish, man. Her lips must be spiked up the wazoo right now, man. She's got some piercings going on. She's like an emo cat with lip piercings. Oh, that is epic. So, speaking of epic, check it out, guys. I've been hard at work on this monument, and it's starting to come together real nice. It's starting to look like, I don't really know. I've been experimenting, okay? I've just been working around, trying to figure out some different builds, and what I really like about this particular build is that there is some depth to it, and I've created these water canals, I guess, that run underneath the monument, and I think those look pretty darn sweet, man. I'm going to make the water too deep also. So it's going to be looking pretty awesome, but I still have a little bit of work to do to finish this off. I thought I'd bring you guys back to show you guys exactly how I do this. Very, very simple, really. Just using some stairs and trying to get those stairs to work together nicely and to create a sort of star pattern, which I think is looking real good. I don't even, do I have an axe? Oh, I do have an axe, sweet. I've also been trying to get some block variation up in this jazz also, using some chiseled brick and some cracked stone brick and all of that sweet stuff. And I think from here we go out like a so. Yeah, out and then this way. And then we create a final little water pool over here. Fantastic. There we go. Now, check it out, right? We're going to dig this out. We're going to make this 2 blocks deep worth of water, which is awesome. That means we need to replace all of these blocks with some chiseled stone brickage. And when we look down into the monument, all we want to do is see chiseled stone brick like this. Because look how cool it looks. I think it's such a beautiful block in this texture pack. I love it. It's one of my favorites, actually. And I want to use a little bit more of it, actually, because I haven't used a lot of it. Dang it, out of my favorite block already. Dang it, Rendiggity Dog. Why can't you keep your jazz together? So unprepared all the time. That's what happens when I find a kitty cat, man. I just lose my mind, you know. Drives me up the wall. All right, so let's create a little bit more chiseled stone here. We can finish off this canal and we can start filling it up with water. Very happy with how this build is turning out, guys. It is looking absolutely gorgeous. And I think it is going to be a build that the wizard would be proud to call his monument to the god tree. And when we look down here from our fortress at the top there, I want it to look amazing. I want it to look mystical, magical. I want it to look really, really cool. And getting some water in here, I think, is going to achieve that, right? Getting that blue in and amongst all of this gray, that's going to make it feel really magical and wizard-like. So I've got myself another bucket of water from down there, and we can start filling this up now. And I think we can create some infinite water sources here too, right? That should make our life a little bit easier. No, can we? Oh, wait, we can do it there and there. That's going to make an infinite water source, I think. Yes, it is. Fantastic. Now we can just fill all of this out. We're going to have to do 2 levels of this, though, of course. Although, having the water down there is kind of interesting, but I reckon it'll be better if we actually fill it up completely, if we make it two water blocks deep. Now, the question really is, how are we going to get into our enchanted wizard's cave, right? That is the next sort of challenge that we have to work out. And I think we could do something quite cool, especially because we're using water over here. Let me just get this all filled in. There we go. Nice. Let's just get a couple more buckets of water over here. We could pick up 2 buckets of water at a time here, right? Not from that spot, though. From that spot. There we go. Okay, good. Let's get these canals filled in. Very nice. What? That didn't make a solid block of water? What in the jazz? That's weird. Or maybe we have to do it over there. There we go. So we could actually use this water, these water sources, to make a really sweet-ass water vata. So here's what I'm thinking, right? Perhaps to get into the Enchanted Wizard's Cave, we have to go down a water chute over here, right? And it's going to take me forever to dig down here. But this is kind of cool. So it's going to be a hidden entrance, basically, to get into the Enchanted Wizard's Cave. And in the Wizard's Cave will be a water vata. And we actually can't get out of here, though, which is a bit of a problem. There we can. So if you want to go into the Enchanted Wizard's Cave, you'll literally jump into this spot and that will take you down. Or maybe you jump into all of these things and it'll take you down via a water vata into a cave inside of this mountain. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if it's going to work. We're going to try it out. We're going to see if we can make it work. But I reckon if we can pull it off, guys, it is going to be absolutely freaking sweet, man. Now, let's get the rest of these water sources installed and have a look at what that looks like. See, I really do like the water at this level, and I do really love that it's 2 blocks deep, too. I think it adds a lot of depth into the build. That actually looks really sweet, man. I'm loving that. Tell you what, guys, let me get this all filled out. I will be back with you on the other side of this kaplooey. Oh, baby, the water at this level is making me feel good. I like it. That blue is definitely adding to the magical vibe of this monument. And I love these little pillars too. I've added some chiseled brick at the top of them, and they're all different heights also, or at least 2 of them are. And that makes it feel a little bit less symmetrical, I suppose, a little bit more interesting, more like a ruin, I guess. And all we have to do now is finish off this god tree sapling, this custom tree that eventually we are going to get growing. Can I actually place the freaking leaf block? There we go. So let's do a little bit of work on the tree and see if we can get it looking gorgeous. I want to make it look like an absolutely beautiful, beautiful tree. And I suppose it's going to look a little bit different to its mama, but I guess the mama tree was spawned by Minecraft and this tree is going to be spawned by RENDOG'S. So I guess they are going to look a little bit different. And of course, I want to mix and match the different leaf types over here too. You know, making trees has become one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft since I've been playing on the Hermitcraft server. I don't know why. I just really like making custom trees now for some reason. Been spending too much time with Good Times with Scar, I think, who is a master tree builder, a master custom tree designer, and I've been taking loads of inspiration from him with how to make beautiful trees in this game. And you know, the more like custom trees I make, the more I feel like the vanilla trees are kind of ugly, man, and they make me a little bit sad when I look at them. I mean, they're so flat. I mean, look at that. It's just a square tree, isn't it? I wish that Minecraft would render more interesting tree designs. But anyway, that's all right. That's all right. So check it out, man. We will grow this tree. We'll have a couple of leaves like hanging quite low like that. I think that's kind of cool. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty decent. It's difficult to see the tree, though, because we don't have a lot of space to look at the tree from a distance. Let's see. I think this isn't working for me over here. I think I messed this up a bit. Let's get that one away. There we go. And maybe we can just add a couple in like that. And let's add a little bit more of a bushy section over there. Let's look on the back here. How's that looking? Yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. That's looking pretty sweet. I might want to add a little bit more height to it, though. I think it's looking a little bit roundish at the moment. So maybe we can come up and increase the height of the tree just a smidge. And that will hopefully finish it off. And that is going to be our beautiful God Tree sapling completed. And of course, the last thing that I would like to do is add a light source into it. For now, I suppose we can just use a torch, which isn't ideal. But we will be going to the Nether pretty soon. We have enough obsidian to make a portal now. So we'll be heading to the Nether pretty soon to get a proper light source in some glowstone. And then we can come back here and complete the tree. I want to add a little bit of light into the monument itself too, right? So like underneath the water, we could definitely do with some light sources there too. Those will look pretty sweet, I think. So let's add the final little bit of blockage into our tree, just like that. Probably take that away like so. And for the final touch, I think we could probably add some vines into this tree or so, just to make it feel a little bit more lush, feel like it's alive, that it's growing. Get some beautiful vines hanging down here if we can. Come on, vines, there we go. That's going to be hanging down there, and maybe we get another vine hanging over here. We don't want to go crazy on the vineage, but it's going to look pretty sweet when it's done, I think. Why is it, Cyberdogs, that vineage takes so long to freaking grow in this game, man? It is ridiculous. I've been waiting for the last 25 minutes for the vines on my little god tree sapling to grow down and to dangle down into the water, but it is not happening. So I've been a little bit distracted. I've been working on some other stuff, working on a staircase to take ourselves up to the monument. It's looking pretty sweet, and the tree is looking kind of awesome, I think. I kind of like it, man. I've added some vines here and there. I've also added some support underneath the monument so that when we're looking at it from up there, it's going to look pretty cool. And I'm currently working on this little staircase, which I think is going to be cool. It's kind of like a pilgrimage, I suppose, to get up here, coming up these stairs. I think it's turning out pretty darn sweet, man. But I really want those vines to grow so that I can see this build in its entirety, that we can look at it from up there and behold the beauty that we have created. And for now, I just need to carry on making this staircase. And basically what I'm doing is every 2 blocks down, I am creating like a little bit of a pillar or something. So it's going to go a little bit like this with some chiseled stone blocks there, just to make it look kind of cool, man. I want this place to be really, really awesome. I want this monument to feel really majestic, really magical, enchanting. When you come here, I want you to feel like you're on some sort of a pilgrimage, right? I think that's kind of cool. I think it's turning out pretty good. But yeah, I'm still waiting for those freaking vines to grow. Come on, you bastards. As soon as these are grown, we can take a look at this place from up there and make a final call on it. Dang it! Grow faster, vines! Well, Cyberdogs from all over the world, our brand new kitty cat and myself agree that this is starting to look real nice, man. Definitely an improvement on the previous look, which was just a flattened out mountaintop. And I love it, man. I love how it's turned out. We've got a beautiful custom tree in the center of a monument that's being propped up by some beautiful structure over here. We've got a staircase, which I'm not entirely happy with at the moment. I still need to work a little bit on that. But underneath this gorgeous monument, Hermit is going to be an enchanted wizard's cave where we're going to be setting up an enchanting table to finally do some enchanting. And we also have this brand new little pussycat who is a gorgeous. I absolutely love it, man. And I need to figure out a name for this little kitty. You guys are going to help me out, all right? It's your homework for today's episode. Give me some ideas in the comment section below, man. Anyway, my friends, that just about does it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the episode. And if you have, remember to hit that like button. Helps me out a lot and shows me that you guys are enjoying the series. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, please, or I'm going to set this cat on your butthole. And let me tell you something, she's got some sharp-ass claws. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. It's been RENDOG'S playing some Minecraft Survival, and we will see you all in the next episode.